Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
10 culture shocks I experienced living in Italy as an American expat.
Before I arrived in Italy, I had an idea of what it might look like. I consumed endless content. I listened to Italian music. I watched Italian movies and TV shows. I was there in my dreams. And after doing all the work to get the student visa, I was ready to start this wild new chapter of my life. But this is where expectations meet reality, and the two are
We've
never really
seen
the
him,
same.
I think. I recognize him.
Like I've mentioned in previous videos, Italy is not just one thing. It's very diverse, and even short distances can bring big cultural changes. This was my experience in northern Italy, in Torino and Alessandria, so take that with a grain of salt. Let's start with housing. When you're searching for an apartment, you'll find that a lot of apartments in Italy don't have air conditioning. You'll also find that a lot of apartments in Italy don't have screens on the windows. I don't think I've ever seen one. You have to assume that you're going to be opening your windows a lot, and you're going to have some visitors coming through the window. Mostly mosquitoes or insects. You're just very close to nature. Finding an apartment as a foreigner without a job contract.
In Lithuania, do you guys have screens?
No,
Oh. But you don't have like the bugs.
we do.
Oh. So when you like open the window, what do you do?
You won't get got.
Oh,
It's a
my
trade-off.
fruit.
You want fresh air.
And what about fruit?
What fruit?
Like in the kitchen, you can have like fruit.
Okay. What's that
That's
fruit
gonna
gonna do?
attract bugs. They come see
No,
fruit.
they come to suck you, not fruit.
Oh.
Mosquitoes mostly. Like the fly,
Oh.
yeah, the flies come in, yeah, but flies, whatever. Uh, it's the mosquitoes that are the most annoying. Like sometimes occasional bird comes in, but that's like
A
rare.
bird.
Yeah, like a little bird. That's rare occasion though.
That you've experienced that before?
I think so. Yeah, you
And
just
how do you
hear a
get it
little.
out?
You try to, with the towel, kick his ass a little bit so,
Aww.
to fly out. But the mosquitoes is the most annoying part. Yeah, mosquitoes
Wow.
is the
But
bloodsuckers.
that's only if you want some fresh air.
Well, it's hot in the summer. You have to open the window. Yeah, you have to. It's not an option to kind of get the little wind going.
It's not that easy. I sent emails to a bunch of agencies and I didn't hear back from any of them. We hired an advisor who spoke on our behalf to find us an apartment and help us with all of the bureaucratic things that we had to do for my wife to get her citizenship recognized in Alessandria. I'll mention his YouTube channel in the description below. He specializes in dealing with Spanish-speaking clients. Most clothes dryers that I've seen were in laundromats. I think I was in one Airbnb one time that had a dryer. Most people hang their laundry. You can see it everywhere. I think it's part of the charm, honestly. We didn't have a dryer the whole time that we were there, so we hung all of our clothing. And of course, all this depends on your budget, your resources, and I'll cover the cost of living in Italy in a separate video. In daily life, coffee is very affordable, not like a $7 Starbucks
So
coffee.
that
and
means
it's way
you
better
have to
anyway.
do your
And that's-
laundry during the daytime. Because at night, you're not going to be able to do that.
Why?
There's no sun.
I
And in the middle of the night, the wind takes up your
well,
underwear. Go.
and in the day, if that happens, but you know, it's not like you sitting there watching.
Oh,
Oh,
but you check. You say, okay. Yeah, but at night, you are asleep.
I don't think it matters. I
Mm.
don't think so.
Espresso, or my personal favorite, cafe macchiato, shouldn't cost you more than €1.50, depending on where you are, of course. €1.50 is even considered expensive. I feel like coffee is one of those things that they won't raise the prices on, because if they do, there'll be riots in the streets. But they're little coffees, but they're very strong. That's why I get it as a macchiato. It's got a little bit of milk in it. Italians famously drink coffee all day, and there's unwritten guidelines, I suppose. Cappuccino after breakfast, it's fine. People do it. It's just weird to have a cappuccino with pasta. It's basically hot milk. I'm not even Italian, and I think that's weird. And espresso or macchiato is often a requirement after a meal. They often ask, did you get a coffee? Did you want a coffee? And if you're worried about making mistakes like this, don't worry about it. Nobody expects you to be Italian. They know you're not. Grocery budgeting is different because prices do fluctuate. Yes, Italy can be cheaper than many parts of the US, but you have to adjust your shopping habits. You don't want to buy just everything year-round. Sticking to local and seasonal produce is the best way to go. They call it chilometro zero. It's a 0 kilometer, where you eat things that don't have to travel very far to get to you. You can shop at local street markets or try discount grocery stores like Lidl or Aldi. Buying out-of-season veggies like asparagus at a big grocery store like Esselunga in the winter is not going to be good for your wallet or the local agriculture. Shopping seasonally saves money and helps you connect more with the local culture. Public transport is another big advantage, at least in northern Italy.
I think it's similar here. The prices do reflect when stuff is in season. Like watermelons, you can get it out of season. I think it's about like $8.99 per watermelon, but in season it drops down to $5.99. Cherries in season, like peak season, is like $2.99 a pound. then a little bit going out of season or going into season like $3.99, then completely out of season at a random time of year, it can be like $6.99 a pound. So it's definitely reflected here too. I guess maybe the difference is we do have it available all year round, whereas like I can't speak for it, but like in Lithuania, certain stuff is just not available at other time periods.
When I arrived in Alessandria, I commuted to Torino daily to study the Italian language, and I spent a lot of time on regional trains. It's a good idea to get the Train Italia card or the GTT card, or discount cards that save money. If you pay monthly, I saved about 50%. They have other cards for other cities and other regions, but it makes a big difference instead of buying your ticket each time. The biggest adjustments weren't practical, they were cultural.
But first, a quick word from our sponsor.
My name is Ian C. Francis. I am a video editor and I edit videos, but a lot of process isn't for
He's
feeling
good
where
at video editing.
He does like his. I remember his video the other time, because I think the comment I made. Yeah, he only have 2.9k, 94k subscribers. I think the comment I made when we watched this video, he said his video is very, very good considering the amount of subscribers he has. It's phenomenal editing video. Yeah, definitely. Like if I just watched the video without seeing subscriber count, I would think he has like 100k plus subscribers. It's a very professional video. Yeah, very professional video.
in Alessandria, we were consistently surprised by how every day between like 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon,
Maybe the reason
streets-
why he has only 2,000 followers because it takes forever to edit this.
He probably doesn't do many videos. Yeah, he, probably not. Maybe just started not too long ago. Takes time to build up the base.
went from being completely deserted to being packed full of people. This is
Yeah,
what they
to
call the
me, it looks like a
passeggiata
row.
or the daily stroll. Families, couples, groups of friends, the older generations, kids running the streets. That's something that I had never experienced coming from the US, and it's something that just happened every day consistently. And larger cities in Italy kind of dilute it a little bit, so you won't see it as much. But in Alessandria, where I was, it was pretty cool. Another surprise, despite Italy's reputation for good wine and a aperitivo culture, aperitivo is where you have a drink and snacks before dinner between, let's say, 5:30 and 7:30. Italians eat a
That
little
looks
later.
like the dinner.
Overconsumption of alcohol is not very common beyond just having maybe a couple with dinner or with the aperitivo. Bureaucracy I've touched on in other videos as well, but I'm going to say it again. Living in Italy means paperwork. Navigating bureaucracy from residence permits to setting up utilities taught me patience and the value of intermediaries.
He looks
And
very
honestly, I said in my
patient
last video that you
already.
could live your whole life in Italy without speaking Italian, depending on where you live, in a major city surrounded by other expat groups. But in small towns like Alessandria, language proficiency isn't optional. It's essential for peace of mind and avoiding isolation. Even at my B2 level, moments of misunderstanding, confusion, and isolation still happen. Fully integrating could take years of consistent effort. Without someone fluent in bureaucratic Italian, like we had with our advisor, there is a language barrier, and it could be difficult for you to do a lot of the things that you need to do as a requirement to live there.
Heading to the hospital because I have this
Oh, that's hard.
and I gotta get it figured out.
Oh, wow, that's scary. He's really calm.
Getting our internet, for example, did take 3 months.
It took 2 months, 27 days to get internet.
That's
It
crazy.
could have been partially our fault because we didn't speak the language.
The craziest part is not that it took so long. The craziest part is that the business don't want to make money. Like here, the reason that everything is quick is they want to start charging you immediately. They want to make money immediately. Here, the business, oh, yeah, you want the internet? Cool. I'll start making money off you in 3 months. Okay.
Language very well at that point, but they didn't communicate with us very well either. So I'll take some of the blame, but it takes two to tango. Living in Italy isn't all about challenges. It's also incredible cultural access. Italy wants culture to be accessible to everyone. Programs like the Abbonamento Musei Piemonte, I have a little card. And this little card you pay for at one time, I think it's 55 euros. You have it for a year, and it gives you access to over 200 to 250 museums around the Piemonte region. If you just go to the Museo Egizio, for example, it may cost you 15 euros. Just if you go to the Palazzo Reale, that could cost you another 15 to 20 euros. So if you just go to a couple museums, this pays for itself. I wish I knew about it earlier because I went to a bunch of museums before and paid for them, and I wouldn't have had to pay for them if I just would have went and bought the museum pass when I first got there. There's an information office right across from the Palazzo Madama in Torino. I recommend going over there and getting it.
Parrots are going nuts right now. There's two things that I thought that I could add to the
There's a
list.
lot of
One is
parrots.
that if you go to Italy and you order a pizza,
Aww.
you typically get a whole pizza to yourself. This is something that really surprised my mom when she came to visit us. We went out to eat at a pizza
I
at
hear
a restaurant,
parrots.
and we sat next to a couple who each had their own pizza, and my mom was like, holy shit, you do get your own pizza. Typically in the US, when you get a pizza, you split it with your whole family. In Italy, no, you get your own, and I typically eat the whole thing, so it's not too hard to do. Also, people stop and ask you for directions. It seems like often. I don't know if a lot of older people don't have GPS or what, but that's something that's good to know the language, because who doesn't want to help somebody out, right? And if there's anything you think that I missed,
You're gonna
or
help them get
if there's
lost.
anything
You
that
don't
think that I
know where
said
you
that was completely
going
wrong,
to. The blind leading the blind.
Interesting. I mean, it has happened to me here too a couple times. One actually, like maybe a couple months ago, somebody asked for directions. I helped the person out, but in my head I was like, "Do you not have a GPS on your phone? Like, why?" You know, the person wasn't even old either, so I was like,
Was the person young?
it was about our age. I don't know. It was okay. It's just to me, I guess, reached the point like how it is. I'm suspicious of people asking for directions because why? You know, like
What can you say or do?
no, I don't know. Start a conversation. You know, distract your attention. Like while somebody, I don't know, somebody like steals your car or something. You know, I don't know. To me, I'm kind of because I feel like you shouldn't have to ask people nowadays. We have so much technology where you can easily find. Not that it's a bad thing to do in itself. It's not. It's just like
I would
it's
feel like that because I'm a woman.
it's just so uncommon that it's kind of strange. It's like, why are you asking me this? What do you want from me? Like, is that type of thing? Not like, not that it's like, oh, I don't want to help you. It's not that. It's just like, it used to be common before. You know, when you have to have maps, it's easier to ask somebody. You know, instead of like looking in the map, figure out where you are at, and you know, now just pull up a phone. GPS is right there. I'm here. Go take this. So yeah, but the person just really seemed he just generally asked he went and went his way, so I don't think there was no ulterior motive. They just needed directions, which is yeah.
wrong, let me know in the comments, and we can discuss it down there. All right.
Could you live in Italy? Absolutely. But living there means more than just relocating. It requires shifting expectations, patience, and embracing another culture, a very complex culture, one that's proud and strongly defended. Even if you're just going there for a trip, watch this video I made on
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't realize when they move to another country. They don't do that. They don't like integrate. They don't accept the culture. They're trying to be the same way. Just move to another country. I'm gonna be the same way I was always in the other country. How I came up. No,
And
that
they don't realize that that's why they're not fitting in,
Yeah.
and they'll have their complaints. This is not what I thought.
yeah. That's not to fully be accepted. I mean, and truly, you might never be fully accepted, but to at least be as accepted as possible to be accepted, you have to embrace the culture and immerse yourself into the culture. Other than that, don't even go.
Yeah. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, 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 share as much kindness as possible.